Friends, today we are going to discuss our Unit 3 entitled as Company Audit. In this session, we are going to discuss a sub-point of the unit, that is qualifications and disqualifications of auditor of a company. Myself, Dr. Supriya Chowgule, working as Assistant Professor in DRK College of Commerce, Kolhapur. Friends, here in this topic, we are going to discuss the educational as well as the other professional qualifications to be acquired by the auditor of a company. And the disqualification here means if any of the mentioned qualifications, if possessed by the auditor, or any of those qualifications which are mentioned under disqualifications, if those are acquired by the auditor, then he is considered as disqualified and he may be removed from his appointment. So here it becomes important to know and understand qualifications and disqualifications of a person to get appointed as an auditor of a company. The contents of the unit are, here in this topic, we are going to discuss eligibility, qualifications and disqualifications of auditors, appointment of auditors, removal of auditors, remuneration of auditors, powers and duties of auditors, branch audit, joint audit, and reporting requirements under the Companies Act 2013, including CARO. So these are the contents of the Unit 3. So first content we are going to discuss, that is eligibility content. Here we are going to know the qualifications. One by one we are going to discuss the qualification. The first qualification is the person shall be appointment as an auditor only if he is a chartered accountant. We know that this is the educational degree, a professional degree to be awarded by Indian Institute of Chartered Accountant. A person should be chartered accountant, and provided that a firm whereof majority of partners practicing in India are qualified for appointment as aforesaid, may be appointed by its firm name to be auditor of a company. So not only a single person can work as an auditor. If there is a partnership firm and all the partners are chartered accountant, then firm also can be appointed as an auditor of a company. Second qualification is where a firm including a limited liability partnership is appointed as an auditor of a company, only the partners who are chartered accountants shall be authorized to act and sign on behalf of the firm. So, the firm which is having limited liability partnership and the partners are chartered accountant and who are authorized to act and sign on behalf of the firm are eligible to get appointed as a auditor. So only these two qualifications are most important qualifications. Now let us discuss disqualifications. First one is a body corporate other than a limited liability partnership registered under the Limited Liability Partnership Act 2008. So a body corporate cannot work or another company cannot work as a company's auditor. Second, an officer or employee of the same company. So if any person is working as officer or employee, he or she is not also eligible for appointment as an auditor. A person who is a partner or who is in the employment of an officer or employee of the company. So any person is a partner who is in employment as officer, as employee, he is also not eligible. A person who or his relative or partner is holding, so either he or his relative is holding any security or interest in the company or its subsidiary or of its holding or associate company or a subsidiary of such holding company. So even if it's subsidiary company or holding company, if person or his family or person relative is holding any security or interest in the said company, then he or she is also not eligible because his interest is going to be developed. Once interest is going to be developed, it is possible that your opinion is going to be influenced by that interest. And if opinion is influenced, then it is not considered that your opinion will be unbiased. It will be possible that it becomes biased opinion. And biased opinion is not expected from the auditor. He is a representative of many shareholders and stakeholders. So he should give a genuine opinion based on his observation and work. Provided that the relative may hold security or interest in the company or face value not exceeding 1000 rupees or such sum as may be prescribed. Is he indebted to the company or its subsidiary or its holding or its associate? So the person should not be indebted. Okay. So more than 1000 rupees should not be debt owed by that person. Then he has given a guarantee or provided any security in connection with the indebtedness of any third person to the company, not only his indebtedness but as a guarantor of the another person against his indebtedness, or its subsidiary or its holding or associate company or a subsidiary of such holding company for such amount as may be prescribed. So if such guarantee is given against any third person's indebtedness, then also it is considered as it is a disqualification. A person or a firm who, whether directly or indirectly, has business relationship with the company or its subsidiary or its holding or associate company or subsidiary of such holding company or associate company of such nature may be prescribed. Okay. So directly or indirectly, if any business relationship is with the company or with the associate company or with the subsidiary company or with the holding company of the said company, is also considered as not eligible. A person whose relative is a director or is in the employment of the company as a director or key managerial personnel. So, on the directorate body, if that person or his relative is there, it is also not considered as a eligibility. A person who is in full time employment elsewhere, or a person or a partner of a firm holding appointment as its auditor, if such persons or partner is at the date of such appointment or reappointment holding appointment as auditor of more than 20 companies, then also it becomes disqualification if the person is in the full time appointment elsewhere or more than 20 companies in the working as a in the position of the auditor. A person who has been convicted by a court of an offense involving fraud and a period of 10 years has not elapsed from the date of such conviction. So if that person has been convicted for any offense by the court where there is an involvement of fraud and a period of 10 years has not been elapsed from the date of such conviction, that person for that tenure is not considered as eligible. Any person whose subsidiary or associate company or any other form of entity is engaged as on the date of appointment in consulting and specialized services as provided in section 144. So any person is subsidiary or associate company or any other form of entity is engaged in such consultancy, then also considered as not eligible. Where a person appointed as an auditor of a company incurs any of the disqualification mentioned in subsection 3, after his appointment he shall vacate his office as such auditor, and such vacation shall be deemed to be a casual vacancy in the office of the auditor. So he should vacate his office if he possesses any disqualification under subsection 3, and that vacancy is considered as casual vacancy. Casual vacancy can be filled by the board of directors in an emergency. So today we have discussed the eligibility part of the company auditor's appointment. Here we have discussed the qualifications and disqualifications considered for the appointment of the company auditor. Soon we will meet in our next video lecture. Thank you.